Good afternoon from the North American Bear Center. It's 4 o'clock in Ely, Minnesota, and it's a nice late afternoon here. The sun is kind of partly out, partly not out, but it stopped raining earlier today, and might be 62, 64 degrees, light breeze, and it's going to be a nice ending to a nice weekend here with the Blueberry Festival in Ely, Minnesota. Welcome to all you people here on the deck and some of you inside as well. Got a group of kids here again, and it's so nice. We had a lot of kids here earlier today at the 11 and 1 o'clock, and it's really nice to see families, parents, grandparents with the children here at the Bear Center. We are an educational facility, and our mission is to dispel myths and misperceptions about black bears that many of us have, including myself before I started working here. PTZ driver, focus on the food shed. PTZ driver, focus on the food shed. That is our little Holly Bear, and she's hustling. She sees something that she's very interested in. And for those of you who want to know who the PTZ driver is, that's a pan, tilt, and zoom camera that's located on a post here on the observation deck. Little Holly Bear is extremely interested in what we call the green thing. Whoop. Holly's gonna get it. Oh yeah, she just touched the fence, and that's a hot fence. It's an electric fence, but just her ear, so she didn't cry or scream, and the staff member quickly took the little green thing. Yeah, we call it a green thing. We don't know what else to call it, so it's the green thing. And Holly Bear has only had that, I think, once or twice. And what is the green thing? Well, BTZ driver, by the way, Holly Bear is near the pat tree. Honey Bear toward the food shed. We have not seen Lucky Bear yet. But let's talk a little bit about Holly, who's really going at it with the green toy. It has a couple holes in it. And of course it's a very odd shape. It's somewhat shaped like a mushroom. If you think out of the box a little bit, it could be perceived as a mushroom. And it's only got a couple holes in it she has to roll it or manipulate it to get the treats out. And she doesn't waste any time with some of these toys. She's pretty have at it. And she knew for some reason that was going to go her way. Now she wants to figure out what Honey Bear got. And look out! Honey Bear says, no, we're not going to do that. I run the show here. That's a little demonstration of two females. Up. PTZ driver, two bears at the pat tree. PTZ driver, two bears at the pat tree. Well, I'll tell you, there's not many places in captivity that you can see this kind of behavior. And little Holly Bear's, when she was by that little rock den, she went back toward, look out. Honey's watching her. As you know, Honey's agenda was to get the green thing. Honey is eyeing Holly. Don't let Honey Bear fool you. She's the larger of the two. She's manipulating the green toy, and she's watching out of the corner of her eye. Holly Bear said, I've got to have another tactic here. I'm going to run around the rock den and see if someone else will give me something to eat. But I hope you all understood that the behavior there. Honey Bear is an 18-year-old female, never had cubs, and she's a beautiful cinnamon-faced black bear. Yep, I said a black bear. Honey Bear there, sitting there with the green toy, is as much of a black bear as little Holly Bear. Honey, if you look at her very carefully, Her legs are a little bit darker, and she's not two-toned by any means. It just means that the lighter hair on her back is last year's winter coat. All our bears here still at the Bear Center have yet parts of their winter coat, and it is not completely shed. Now for the PTZ driver, we have Honey Bear, PTZ driver, food shed, Lucky Bear, PTZ driver, food shed, Lucky Bear. For those of you here at the Bear Center, every time I say PTZ driver, I give them directions as to where to point our pan, tilt, and zoom camera. It allows our visitors and listeners worldwide to be a part of the action just as much as you folks. PTZ driver, we still have Honey Bear playing with the green toy, and we have Holly Bear and Lucky Bear toward the food shed. Holly Bear clearly looks like she's looking around for a little food. I don't think she's going to attempt to get the green thing back from Honey. That probably wouldn't be the best idea. And if you all watch Honey, how she's manipulating with just the one front paw, she's turning that green thing all over. And she is very persistent with the new enrichment toy. And now we have Holly Bear stepping on watermelon. We purposely did not give Holly Bear watermelon. As you can see, we gave initially Holly Bear, our little bear, the green toy, which does not have any watermelon in it, because Holly Bear does not care for watermelon. As you just saw, she turned that one piece of watermelon over, sniffed it, doesn't want it. That's what Lucky Bear at the far end has as well. He's if I can see correctly, he's pretty much demolished his watermelon. Lucky Bear does eat watermelon. Holly Bear's thinking, I don't like watermelon. There's one piece left. I've already sniffed it. And now Honey Bear's playing with my green toy. And I'm not going to be able to get near her. And even if I could, she's probably going to eat all the food. So I'm looking for another handout. One of the staff members did put something out there, but it's way too far for me to tell you what it is. Now we have Lucky Bear, our 7-year-old neutered male, who just finished his watermelon. And I'm not too sure what he's going to do. Holly Bear may pick up the watermelon rind that Lucky left. She has a recent habit of taking watermelon rinds, picking them up, and running them into the woods. She doesn't eat them because we have found them, but she just has this habit of doing that. Don't know why, but she does it. I think she sees it as a effort to start a game or play with Lucky, but he doesn't necessarily see it that way. Now, for those of you that can't necessarily see Lucky real well with the watermelon, they only eat the red part of the watermelon or the meat, pretty much just like you and me, and the seeds go right down to the tummy as well. I tend to spit out the seeds, but not the bears. The bears eat the seeds, and, the seeds come out the other end. We'll just say that. Honey Bear, back to Honey Bear. She's working the green toy. I swear she is going to get every little treat out of that she can, and she can smell very well. She knows exactly when she's got every piece out. I'll talk a little bit about our bears. As I said, Honey Bear is an 18-year-old female, and she's always been in captivity. Honey tends to be a little bit more on the solitary side, but once she gets to know you as a caregiver and someone who is here on a regular basis, great to be with. But she takes her time in getting